Winter's not done yet. Just when you thought it was safe to start packing away your heavy coats and dreaming of warmer days, Mother Nature has a different plan in store for the Northeast. The region is about to get a fresh reminder that winter can still pack a punch, even as the calendar inches closer to spring. As we begin to look forward to blooming flowers and longer days, a new storm system is setting its sights on the Northeast. This one is expected to roll in late Sunday and continue into early Monday, catching many off guard who may have already started to embrace the idea of spring. The timing couldn't be more classic for a late-season winter event. Just as hope for warmth returns, winter reminds us it's not quite finished. Millions of people living along the busy I-95 corridor from Washington, D.C. through Philadelphia, New York City, and up to Boston are in the path of this wintry blast. For many, it will mean waking up to a fresh coating of snow, with the potential for slippery roads and tricky travel conditions. The difference between a dusting and a few inches will come down to the temperatures, which are expected to hover right around the freezing mark, making every degree count. This storm is moving quickly, but its arrival during the Sunday evening hours means it could catch travelers and commuters off guard. If you have plans to be on the road Sunday night or early Monday, be prepared for rapidly changing conditions. The Monday morning commute could be especially challenging, with snow and slush making for slow and potentially hazardous travel. Don't let the recent stretch of mild weather fool you. While it's true that temperatures have been above average lately, this storm is bringing just enough cold air to turn rain into snow for many areas. That means sidewalks and roads that have been clear could quickly become slick and slushy once again. It's a true battle of the seasons, winter's last gasp versus spring's first whisper. You might see snowflakes falling in the morning, only to watch them melt away by afternoon as the sun peeks through and temperatures rise. It's a reminder that in the Northeast, the transition from winter to spring is rarely a smooth one. Expect a quick burst of snow and rain as the storm sweeps through. The system won't linger for long, but it will leave its mark, especially in areas where snow changes over to rain, creating a messy mix on roads and sidewalks. By Monday afternoon, most of the storm will have moved out, but the effects could linger through the day. For snow lovers, this is an unexpected treat, a bonus round of winter fun before the season ends. Kids might get one more chance to build a snowman or have a snowball fight, while adults break out the shovels and snowblowers for what could be the last time this year. For everyone else, it's a reminder to stay patient. Spring is coming, but not just yet. The bottom line? A slushy, slippery mess is on the way for much of the Northeast, especially from Sunday night into Monday morning. Whether you're walking, driving, or taking public transit, give yourself extra time and be ready for less than ideal conditions. The mix of snow, rain, and slush will make travel slow and challenging in many spots, so don't be too quick to stash away your winter gear. Keep those shovels, boots, and heavy coats handy for at least a little while longer. This storm may not be the biggest of the season, but it's a good reminder that winter weather can return when you least expect it. While this won't be a record-breaking storm, it's enough to slow things down and cause some headaches for anyone trying to get around. Plan ahead, check the latest forecasts, and stay safe as winter makes one more appearance. Up next, we'll break down exactly who can expect snow, who will see rain, and what you need to know to prepare for this late-season storm in your neighborhood. Stay tuned for all the details. Let's break down the map. Who's in the storm's path? The main action targets the I-95 corridor, D.C., Baltimore, Philly, NYC, and Boston. The big question, snow or rain? The storm starts in West Virginia and Maryland, then spreads northeast Sunday evening. The southern edge will see more rain, thanks to warmer Atlantic air, setting up a sharp rain-snow line. North of that line, eastern Pennsylvania, most of New Jersey, NYC, and Long Island expect mostly snow. Just a degree or two can change everything, making these late-season storms tough to predict. Farther south, expect more rain or a mix. Farther north, it's mostly snow. Everyone in this zone should be ready for winter weather to close out the weekend. Now let's talk about that tricky mix of precipitation that's headed our way. Temperatures are expected to hover right around the freezing mark, sometimes just above, sometimes just below, which makes for a very unpredictable situation. When the thermometer is this close to 32 degrees, even a small shift in temperature can mean the difference between a snowy wonderland and a cold, soggy mess. This creates a messy blend of snow, rain, and slush on streets and sidewalks. Instead of a classic winter storm with fluffy snow, we're looking at a complicated mix that can change hour by hour and even block by block. You might see snowflakes mixing with raindrops or slush piling up in the gutters while rain falls just a few feet away. The battleground for this wintry mess is the mid-Atlantic region, places like West Virginia, Northern Virginia, Maryland, and southern Pennsylvania. These areas are right on the dividing line between cold air to the north and milder air, pushing in from the south, making them especially prone to this kind of tricky weather. Snow may start falling Sunday evening, gently coating grassy surfaces and rooftops with a thin layer of white. But as the night goes on, warmer air will likely move in, turning that snow into rain or sleet. This means that what starts as a pretty winter scene could quickly become a wet, icy mix that's harder to manage. Higher elevations, especially in the Appalachians, could see more persistent snow and a few inches of accumulation. But in the big cities like DC and Baltimore, the snow will have a tough time sticking to roads and sidewalks, especially where surfaces are already warm or have been treated. Forecasts may change quickly in these mix zones, so it's important to stay updated. A slight shift in the storm's track or a change in temperature could mean more snow, more rain, or even a period of freezing rain that makes travel hazardous. Expect to see big, wet snowflakes that melt as soon as they hit treated roads and sidewalks. Plow trucks and salt crews will be out, but much of the snow will turn to slush or wash away in the rain, making it tough for anything to accumulate. The main impact for most people will be wet, slippery roads and reduced visibility, especially at night or early in the morning. Instead of big snow piles, you'll be dealing with puddles, slush, and a general sense of dampness everywhere you go. For most in these areas, this storm will be more of a nuisance than a crippling event. You might need to shovel a little, scrape your windshield, or slow down on your commute, but it's unlikely to bring widespread closures or major disruptions, so prepare for a sloppy Sunday night and a damp, chilly Monday morning. Give yourself extra time if you're heading out, and watch for slick spots on sidewalks and roads. Stay alert for changing conditions, keep an eye on the latest forecasts, and be ready to adapt as this tricky mix of rain and snow moves through. The big question, how much snow? For most, this isn't a blockbuster. Expect a coating to about an inch from eastern Pennsylvania through New Jersey, NYC, Long Island, and parts of New England. It's a nuisance snowfall, enough to look pretty, but not enough for widespread problems. Snow will stick best to grass, decks, and cars. Roads may just be wet or slushy. Some areas could see a narrow band of 1 to 3 inches, depending on the storm's exact track. That's where Monday's commute could get tricky. Remember, ground temps aren't that cold, so some snow will melt on contact. You might see heavy snow falling, but less will stick than you expect. Some areas could win the snow lottery with higher totals. The best chance higher elevations in eastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, and the lower Hudson Valley. These spots are far enough inland to avoid Atlantic warmth, but close enough for steady moisture. Hills west of major cities, like the Lehigh Valley and northern New Jersey, could see up to 3 inches. The AccuWeather local Storm Max, TM, is 7 inches, but that's a rare, isolated case. If you're just north and west of I-95, be ready for higher totals. Places like Allentown or Morristown could see more than NYC. A small shift in the storm's path can make a big difference. Don't panic, this isn't a repeat of January's monster storm. That storm brought over a foot of snow and blizzard conditions. This one is weaker, faster, and less organized. January had frigid air and fluffy snow. This time, it's wet, heavy snow near freezing. The January storm lasted 12 to 18 hours. This one, just 6 to 8 hours. We're talking 1 to 3 inches, not 1 to 2 feet. Impacts, a messy commute. Not widespread closures. No need to rush the grocery store. This is a standard winter event. Winter's still here, but this is manageable. The scale and intensity are nowhere near January's. One last use for the shovel before spring. There's a second, weaker storm for the far north. This clipper will hit the St. Lawrence Valley, Adirondacks, and northern New England late Sunday into Monday. It's fast-moving, with little moisture. Expect light snow or flurries, not a major storm. Ski resorts and snowmobilers get a bonus, but travel impacts will be minor. Most spots see less than an inch, just enough to freshen up the landscape. Both storms mean wintry weather across the Northeast at the same time. For the North, it's more scenic than significant. Traveling Sunday night or Monday morning. Pay close attention. The storm hits during peak travel. Expect deteriorating roads and slow commutes along I-95. Try to reach your destination before the snow starts Sunday afternoon. Monday's commute will be slick, even with just an inch or two. Side streets and untreated roads will be slippery. Highways may be treacherous before crews clear them. Air travel will also be affected. Expect delays at major Northeast airports. Check your flight status before heading out. Stay informed. Forecasts can change, especially with the rain-snow line. Prepare your car, full gas tank, washer fluid, and an emergency kit. A little preparation goes a long way if you get stuck. Stay safe and plan ahead. Here's the good news. This storm is winter's last gasp. After months of cold, snow, and gray skies, we're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. The snow that's falling now is a reminder of the season we're leaving behind, but it's also a sign that change is on the way. For many it's been a long, tough winter, but relief is closer than you might think. Once this system moves out on Monday, a dramatic shift in the weather pattern will bring a big warm-up to the east. The clouds will part and the sun will start to take center stage, melting away the last traces of winter's chill. It's the kind of change that lifts spirits and gets everyone looking forward to what's next. Expect a surge of milder air, with daytime highs climbing into the 40s and even 50s by midweek. You'll notice people trading heavy coats for lighter jackets, and the air will feel noticeably softer. The difference will be dramatic, especially after the deep freeze we've endured for so long. Any snow that's left on the ground will melt quickly. By Tuesday or Wednesday, it'll be just a memory. Rooftops will shed their icy blankets, and puddles will form where snowbanks once stood. The transformation will be fast, and you'll see the landscape change almost overnight. The sun will return in full force, and for the first time in months, it'll finally feel like spring is near. The days will grow longer and the warmth will invite you outside to soak up the fresh air. It's the kind of weather that makes you want to open your windows and let the new season in. This warm-up isn't just a fleeting moment, it's the start of a new trend. The forecast shows several days of sunshine and mild temperatures, giving everyone a chance to enjoy the outdoors and shake off the winter blues. It's a welcome change that's here to stay for a while. If you're tired of bundling up and scraping ice off your windshield, your patience is about to pay off. Soon, you'll be able to leave the gloves and scarves at home and enjoy the simple pleasure of feeling the sun on your face. The mood in the neighborhood will shift, with more people out and about, smiling and enjoying the milder weather. Enjoy the snow while it lasts. Spring is just around the corner. Kids will make the most of the last patches of snow, while the first signs of new life, like crocuses and early spring flowers, begin to emerge. It's a beautiful reminder that every season has its moment, and now, the promise of spring is becoming real. Maybe you'll need to give the driveway one last shovel, but after that, you can put the snow gear away for good. The big melt is coming, and soon, the only thing left of winter will be the memories and maybe a few photos. Warmer days are truly just ahead, so hang in there. Get through this one last snowy weekend, and get ready to welcome the sunshine, the warmth, and the start of a brand new season.